Hi guys, welcome to a brand new video on how to play BOTB. David, can you actually hear me now? I just had my mic on mute. If you can let me know in the comments below guys if you can hear me clearly. I don't know why my live stream app keeps resetting the settings I put on it. Can you guys hear me? Right, way too low, just bear with me 1 second. I was just gonna think like, whoa, what's happened here, man? My settings, so that means my settings are fine. Yes, Ashley, bro, how you doing? We're getting a few people actually joining. Yeah, guys, man, I'm sorry I'm a bit late. It's always the case, innit? Whenever you try fitting in with your daily duties as well. But this week's picture, the dream car one, I'm not really convinced on what's going on, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of different things people have said, so I think this week is going to be just 100% pure guess of what I actually think about it. Omar, what's up, bro? I'm good, man. How are you? Yeah, I'm good, man. Same old, really. I'm playing for the Nissan GTR. By the way, guys, I was actually on Auto Trader today, looking at some cars. I come across a Nissan GTR, and I was so tempted, like, oh, I wish I could get one. So I'm definitely gonna be what do you call it? Playing for the Nissan GTR. I just felt like it's meant to be, especially if I'm looking at it. Do you know what I mean? But how you guys been, man? Let me know in the comments below how you guys have been and how's everything. I hope you're all keeping safe, because the country is in a bit of a shithole at the moment with everything going on. Apparently YouTubers are not allowed to mention it, but I'm pretty sure you guys are smart enough to know what I'm on about. Just waiting on a few of the people. You know what it was? I was supposed to upload and let you guys know I was going to come live today, but I only had a couple hours today in the morning to actually upload it. So I think I'm going to get not a lot of people joining. Not only that, there's a couple of good events going on. There's the Khabib fight. There's Manchester United versus... who were it? I've totally forgot. Well, Man U's playing. Barcelona versus Real Madrid. They've played. Chelsea, Man U and Chelsea. I hope Man U win. Just going to put my laptop on. Howdy Streaky, yeah. Lawrence, I'm good, man. How are you? We've got quite a few people in. David wants Chelsea to win. What do you guys think of the dream car picture anyway? The people that have joined, what do you guys actually think of the dream car picture? I just want to give it a couple of minutes until I actually get everybody in. I just caught you. Don't know. I've just literally started the live stream. Oh, they're playing Chelsea. Yes, they are playing Chelsea. Sorry, my messages are coming in really late. It's probably my internet. I've got broadband that's supposed to be really good. Optic fiber broadband, but it's not really. Man, you forgot I'm a United fan. David, I totally forgot, honestly. I've got a fish brain at the moment, but I'm literally deprived of sleep. So I haven't been sleeping much, man. I'm definitely going to be open on this one. Your message is ready. I'm just waiting for my time. Predicting will be soon. Good luck. Oh my, it will be soon, man. I know what I've been doing YouTube for 10 months, I'd say about 10 months. Yeah, I've been doing YouTube for about 10 months, and I've been saying the same thing. The time will come, the time will come, the time will come, and when the time comes, it's gonna be big. What do you think about the Brabus C63S? I think it is a beast of a car. I wish I could play for that. I won't be able to maintain it. I won't be able to afford and run a Brabus C63 personally. So the whole point of me playing BOTB is something that I can afford. Or I would play for a C63, but then go for a cash alternative. So I try playing for a car that's in my range. Even if I do change my mind, I can get a cash alternative and get something lower. So if I win the GTR, I've checked my insurance. My insurance is quite good, so I would keep it. It's just a matter of if the insurance, and as a lot of you know, I don't live in the best area, so if my Golf can get a scratch on it, who would say a big car wouldn't? Zahid is saying yes, Stig, a bit of a difficult one this week. I find it really difficult, to be honest with you. I think the guy in blue is the one who's really putting me off the picture. Some pictures are a little easier than others. Yeah, I agree. But overall, guys, I think, you know, with this week's just play with your gut instinct. And what I want to do is obviously get an average for the guys that follow my channel, get an average for you guys and see how far we get on. If you watched my last video, I mentioned that this was my average here. 1 2 3 4 5. This one here, that was my average from my last video, which is around 1052.914. I think personally that looks really good, but then if you place the ball this far out, it looks really good. If you remember from the midweek one, what we had with the judging with the midweek one, there was a fair spread towards the left hand side, but with this week's picture, guys, the reason why I am not going too far to the left hand side of the picture is number one, this guy's, to me, his stare is, if you look at it three-dimensional, it's almost parallel, or well, to the left hand side of the guy who's taking the picture. So I think his stare is more towards this side, so it makes sense for me the ball to be a bit more closer to him. Not only that, the way his arms are out, he's getting ready to head at the ball. I think that's what's really putting me off from going more towards the left. Another thing, if the ball was more towards the left, guys, you see this guy, obviously he's looking in that direction. You could see the whiteness in his eyes have been pushed. This side you can't see him completely, can't see him at all, sorry. His iris is pushing towards that side, so his eyes are actually straining to look towards the left hand side, whereas him, if you look at his eyes, are white. Both sides are quite centered. So for me, that's what's making me say that the ball is a bit more towards the right than what it actually looks like, if you know what I mean. I know some people that have played further out to the left, and it's totally understandable why some people have played, because if you look at it in the sense, this is the ball here, the judges can say the ball is in front of both players. It's not towards his left, but it's in front, so it makes sense. But definitely a difficult picture, man. Definitely a difficult picture. I'm just thinking what I don't know why my comments are not loading. I have no idea why my comments are not loading. I'll just crack on. I think I'll just start taking average coordinates, because there's at least about 15 of you that are in at the moment. Usually I get loads more, but I think everyone's busy. 9 out of 10, yeah man, 9.5 for me. Right guys, the people that are in the live stream, obviously if you guys can give me your coordinates, what I'll do is I will start taking people's coordinates and then see what we can get with at least there's about 14 of you anyway, so let's see what we get with 14 of you. Remember guys, give your coordinates. Don't think because some of my coordinates are towards the right or to the center. Play with what you first looked at the picture. That's what I really want. I want the coordinates that you first looked at the picture, because obviously the judges don't really get a lot of time on the pictures. So give me your first initial look at the picture. Like that I can get more of a better average than rather than giving your best coordinates, if you know what I mean. Okay, Ashley is saying 1028 811. Let's get Ashley's coordinate in. 1028 811. Okay, that's Ashley's. That's pretty close to one of my coordinates that I put as a judge's average. Okay, Lawrence is saying 1086 1242. 1086 1242 1086. Roughly about it. So that was your first initial look. I can see why you've gone there, Lawrence. David is saying 997 825. 997 825. Alright, that is David, Ali. Sorry, I got David. You got John Joe is saying 12 22 925. 12 22 1222. That's a good coordinate, that. 22 925. Cool. Pretty decent coordinate, that. Okay. Ali is saying 1149 941. 1141, sorry. 1141 941. 1141 941 1141. Cool, that's Ali's. Omar is saying 1029.10. 1020. $10.29.10 on it. Oh, that's quite close there. Okay, and we got Tupac Shakur saying Tupac Shakur 1084.855. 1084.855. Okay, 1084. 855, 1084, 855. Tupac Shakur's. Okay, keep to COD with 1,900. I got another one. Okay, Tupac Shakur's given another one. 1031.870. 1031.870. 1031.870. Cool, that's another Tupac Shakur. Okay, hash pop plate is saying 1081.870. 1081. Hash pop plate, and Ashley's got another one which is 955.708. 955.708. It's a bit higher up. 955.708. Cool. I think that's pretty much everyone's. I'm pretty sure that's everyone's coordinates right there. So we're all pretty much in the same area. We're not really far out. I know some of these coordinates are down here, but you've got to take that into consideration as well, that some of the judges can pretty much do a similar spread to this. We've got 10 judges now as well, but then again we do have Matt, who's we've got Matt who's actually judging the Dreamcast, so he tends to keep it more realistic, if you know what I mean. So let's hope that Matt can actually take out obviously the silly coordinates, but if you look, majority of the coordinates are around here. So let's get an average with all these and see what we actually get. Let's see what we actually get. I know it's high. Yeah, it is a bit high, but it's, I can understand why it is high. It needed more judges, so I'm happy. Yeah, definitely, man. I'm happy with the 10 judges. I think the judging has been much better with the 10. Definitely much better with the 10. Right, okay, let's see what average I get with these. Wow, it's gonna be a low one. Okay. With the circumference of these coordinates, I'm getting an average of 1049.993. But guys, I don't think if a judge does go that low, he would be kept in. So personally, I don't think he would, if a judge came that low, they would keep him in. So if they, just in case they do, then the average roughly will land around the 1049,993. But I think personally, if it's Matt obviously judging, he won't keep a coordinate that low. So if you were to take that out and then get the average from just what we've got, and let's see what we actually get. There's another thing that I've noticed, and I want to mention that as well. Just let me get an average from all these coordinates, and let's see what we actually come up with these extra coordinates in. That looks damn good. What did I say? My quote. Did anybody take down what I said was mine? Oh, jeez, I totally forgot, man. What was my average? Steers, how you doing, bro? Man, long time. Since my Facebook's gone, man, honestly, I've lost contact with a lot of you guys. Steers has been on my channel since day one. Okay. Well, this is the average I'm getting. I can obviously go back and get my average, but this is the average I've got, is 1068,881. From all these coordinates, guys, 1068,881 is the average I've got from all, taking into consideration all these coordinates, extra coordinates added on. Now, this is the thing I wanted to mention, was there is a good possibility the judges come in quite low, because last week's, if you remember the midweek one, the judges obviously went quite low with the guy, even though he was quite back and his head was tilted higher. A lot of us played higher up in the midweek, and what we realized is, because they went quite low with the guy that was behind the player, obviously the average came a lot lower than what it was supposed to be at. I was personally thinking the other player was looking quite steep, but because of the guy behind him, they dropped the average down. I was literally in the X was bang on, but the only problem I had was with the midweek one was my height. Like literally I had my coordinates in a line like that, and one of my coordinates was literally in zone 1, and the rest was all going up to zone 2 and 3. That's the only thing I got wrong, was the height, and I did mention in my video with the midweek one that the height was going to be an issue for me. I couldn't get my head around with the height, and not only that, I rushed my tickets on Wednesday night to play it. But saying that, guys, I think if the judges use this guy's eye line and go a bit lower, then look, we've already got coordinates there. I'm not saying the average will automatically come here. Just say for instance 4 judges come here. This is what I'm hoping for, guys, by the way. Yeah, this is my own theory. I don't expect the judges to do this, but I think if you look at the orange lines, a few judges go down here, a couple go a tad bit higher, then this section here automatically becomes the average from all them coordinates. Now, as for the X, guys, the same thing again. This is what I'm hoping for, is a couple of judges pushing his saying that he's looking in that direction, and then we get the other couple of judges saying nope, that this guy's looking a bit more steep like this, and then from them coordinates, guys, we're automatically getting an average around here. So the X for me, guys, should range from around the early thousands all the way into, I'd say, the mid, from the mid thousands all the way into the late thousands. That's what I'd say the X is. So I'm gonna give you a box from where I think the X should roughly be. So if you're gonna get an X from here, and then I'd say about to 89. So let's get that to 89. This is, I'm really narrowing it down, but obviously you guys can make your box bigger if you want to play in a bit more of an area, but I'm just trying to really narrow it down. And then for the height, guys, this is the problem I'm having with this one again, is the height. Oh no, never mind, wrong coordinates. I'm more towards the right. This is truly great average, Mike Sins. Thank you. I think we've got a really good average. Ashley is saying, Stig, you need to send me your number, bro. Ashley, if you've got, damn, what's it called? If you got Instagram, send me a message on Instagram, and I'll give you my number. Send me here, man. It's the height that let me down most weeks. Yeah, Lawrence, it's the height. Me, sometimes it's the height, sometimes it's the X. It's not always. I managed to get one of them practically bang on. It's the other one that I really screw up on. But saying that, guys, I think if you was to be realistic, this is the lowest height wise, and I think the highest the judges can go with his eyes being reasonable is about there. So if you were to just get a center from that point, so that's the center of obviously 941. So 941 is the center of that coordinate, but I think that looks pretty decent to me. It looks good. So if I was, this is how I would play my coordinates. But got a new one which I haven't used on Instagram. You just send me a message on that so I can send you my number. Or even on, well, I don't have Facebook no more, do I? Damn. YouTube's deleted comments as well. Sorry, not comments. Messaging. But overall, guys, I think in this area, even if you're slightly lower, it's reasonable, because the way the guy's looking, it's like he's going to make contact with the ball. The way his eyes are in this direction, he's going to make contact with the ball. But I'm really happy. This was our average here, wasn't it? 1068. This is our average. If you look at our average and with the lining, I think that looks pretty decent. If I were to add some lines in from this guy as well, do you guys understand why I'm not pushing more towards the left? If you look at his eyes, they're quite centered. Obviously the judges might not see it like this, but I'm seeing it like this. But if you look at our average from all the coordinates, it's actually pretty close to my average. I'm sure my average is one of these here, but I think that actually looks really good. As an average point of view, guys, I think that area looks really good. Overall, I think if the judges were to take some of the judges out and focus more on the cluster, then we're in the money, guys. I think this area looks pretty decent, but it only takes 1 or 2 coordinates to actually move away from your average. Have you realized sometimes you hit zone 2 with all your coordinates and you're like 10 pixels 20 pixels away from your closest ticket? That is because obviously they've either kept one judge in or removed a judge, and that's when it becomes really difficult. So now I'm going on the basis that because the way Matt is judging and he's been doing recently, he's focusing on the more of the realistic looking coordinates rather than focusing the coordinates that are out of the picture. So if all the judges were to go around here, I think that looks more realistic. Another thing that I want to mention, see, there's so many things about this picture that are off-putting. I think it's kind of doing my head in. If you were to look at the picture as a three-dimensional view, the judges can actually draw lines and go straight. So something like this, not too much tilt, sorry, not too much of a tilt to the left, but about here. So you know, the judges can do that with the lining. So if a couple of judges come here, is plausible, because remember the ball is in front of the player, not above his head. And if some of the judges go like, hold on a minute, I think the ball's here, or even a slightly higher up, then some judges go to where we have said, where will the average land? Here. That's what happened to us in the last dream car picture. If you remember, I actually mentioned this as well in my video, saying, look, if a couple of judges go towards the right hand side and a couple go towards the left hand side, then our coordinates looked really good. But what actually happened was the judges went more towards the right, some went to where our coordinates were, and then the average was in between. So we actually missed out by a few pixels, but we were very well, we were off on that case. So with this week one, guys, I'm gonna take that into consideration as well, that, you know, a few judges can go straight above him and say, look, you know, this is where we think the ball is as well, and I want to give you guys an average on that basis as well. So let's say, for instance, a judge comes out here and says that's one coordinate, and the other judges go from roughly where our average is. This is roughly where our average is. That don't look good, man. What have I done? So let's get one from here, straight from his head, and then one from here. Sorry guys, if my stream's getting boring and whatnot, you can just watch it in segments, man, because I do tend to waffle on. But what I was trying to say is, guys, if, just say for instance, a couple of judges come more towards the right, and a couple go where our average is, then the average can land here in this area. So we're talking early 1200s. The average can land here, and it's easily justifiable in the sense as the both players are quite close, they're scuffling for the ball, and we've actually got a coordinate here. I don't know who gave me this coordinate, whether it was one of my judging one, I don't know. But if we look at it, look, the actual average can land here, because if a couple of judges go more above the player, good point, some of them will definitely go there, which I understand, taking into account the third person perspective. Yeah, that's the thing, that's what I was on about, Stays, as well, that if they go to the third person perspective and say, no, the ball's above the player, not above the player, but in this area, because the ball is coming towards him and he's obviously going to header it with the center of his forehead, they wouldn't draw the lines in this direction, if you know what I mean. So I wouldn't completely eliminate. That's the mistake I made with my last week one as well, the dream card, that I didn't take into consideration. Judges do look at the picture like that, so that's something I want you guys to be aware of as well, that it's not always the case that the judges go in the area where we draw our lines, but in some cases the judges actually go on the basis that where the players looking in at a three-dimensional view. But overall, guys, I'm gonna just do a quick recap for everyone that's just joined as well. Is our average for this week was 1068.881. That's the average we've got from all these coordinates, excluding the lower one, but that's the coordinate that we got from this week's I think what about 22 coordinates. That's the average we've got, but what I was mentioning now, guys, is let's say for instance a couple of judges do go right above the guy's head, and a couple of them go into our area, then the average changes drastically to a point where it could come into the early 1200s. As for an average point of view, it could. I know there's no whiteness under his eyes, but this is something the judges have done in the past as well. So I hope all this, I know it's a lot of information to actually swallow, so you guys can always come back and watch the live stream, and maybe you'll get a better understanding of what I'm trying to say. But this is something that I've taken into consideration a lot lately, that the judges go by what's going on in the picture as well. I remember Matt saying in one of the judging videos that they've obviously seen stuff from a different perspective whilst they're watching games, they're refereeing, and some things may look like to us like, oh no, the ball's here definitely because his eyes are in that direction. But as a professional referee or a professional football player, they might be able to spot the ball easily in a different area. Now, this is something I'd like you guys to go and do, is look for images on Google that that hide the football and then show you the football. You'd be surprised in where the players are actually looking and where the actual ball is. Now, as for the ball being here, if this was a real image and the ball was, it could be I'd say over here, and the players are looking at it. The ball could be here. This is what it comes to photography. David would know that the way the camera angle is, the ball might be a lot further away from him but high, but it looks like this guy's looking in this direction, if you know what I mean. But the ball is actually, he can actually see the ball because it's further away from him. It's just at the angle, the way the picture's been taken. So that's something you have to take into consideration, that the eyes do show an indication of where the ball is, yes, but also take into consideration that the judges will see it slightly different because of their experience in of 30 years and whatnot. But guys, I think that's pretty much it. I've tried to cover everything in my final video. Like always, guys, if you like my content, please make sure you leave a like, leave a comment below. Like I said, the comments below in the comment section, guys, helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithm. It'll push out my videos more, which helps me, and not only that, guys, being realistic, if I was to make YouTube videos and take time out, I come back and you know, when I see these comments, it gives me that boost, if you know what I mean. When I see the comments in below, it gives me that boost to motivate me and keep me going. I don't want it to be repetitive, if you know what I mean. I'm doing the same thing. It's like people are losing interest. So when I see these comments, like in the last video, guys, you know, you're asking me all these questions. It's really, really good. As for the lifestyle competition, guys, if any of you guys know the answer to the lifestyle competition, leave it in the comments below, so if somebody else can, well, anybody else is actually playing it. But overall, guys, I think I've covered everything. Is there anybody else that wants to mention anything or a point? You're more than welcome. I'll just take on a few questions before I actually sign out. unless my comments are not coming through. That could be a thing as well, where my comments are not actually coming through. I want to just have a quick look at that. Okay, 5 Mike Sins, thank you very much, Mike. I really appreciate the feedback. Honestly, I've got a solid community, man. I've got 1,500 subscribers now, and majority of you guys are up there with BOTB. And not only I try making videos for you guys give a lot of your opinions and you know, like more mention to me. Everyone I speak to on here I don't know personally, but more mentioned to me last time about the sweat around the guy's head. That's something I've been playing BOTB for so long, and I totally blanked it out. I was focusing more on the body language. Mo mentioned it, and guess what? When Mo mentioned that, if you look at last week's judging, that's what Matt actually mentioned as well. So it's really good, man. Mike Sains, man, thank you. I wish I could say your name, but I'm just gonna say your initials. TA is saying thanks, mate. You're welcome, bro. Lawrence is saying your comments are audible. Stig, can you just elaborate on that? I don't know. Steers, yeah, man. Steers, you were here when I had 5 or 6 subscribers. I know you took a BOTB break, but 5 or 6 subscribers I had. You were one of the first people to message me on Facebook. We will have to get you more followers. In time, Ashley. Time. That's all it is. I haven't really publicized my channel, because what I want to do is I want people that are actually looking for help in BOTB, if you know what I mean. I don't want to push out to people that already play, because the channel could come across as patronizing. I've tried that in the beginning, where I tried pushing my channel out. A lot of people got offended of who is he to show how to play BOTB, or who is he to make a channel and show how to play BOTB, if you know what I mean. So I stick to the basis as if there's people out there that want help with BOTB, they're more than welcome to come to my channel. Not only I'll be helping them, they'll be helping me too. Like I said, it's a very difficult picture with a whole bag of possibilities. Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Tupac Shakur is, you know, I love your name, man. Tupac Shakur is saying 1301,993. Let me just have 1301,993. Yeah, this is what I was saying, Mr. Shakur. I was saying that the judges can come here, but will all the judges come here? That's something that we'll have to see on Tuesday. But I think left and right. Yeah, bro. With this video, I have given 2 areas. The first being obviously our average, which was 1068,881. But if some of the judges go further towards the right into the 1300s, and some go into our average area, then the second average will be roughly around the 1200s. This is something you guys can fiddle around and perfect. Obviously I don't want to make my stream really long and go through it. It's hard enough to actually get the one average, but I'm just giving you guys a guideline, and then you guys can take it further from there. I joined Facebook when it was still a field. That's a long time, bro. David, that is a long time. Ashley is saying we'll post will post some posts on my blue ticked Facebook page. Awesome, man. Ashley, what do you do, by the way? Because if you got a blue tick next to your Facebook, you must be someone with recognition. But yeah, guys, man, if you got any more questions, I don't mind if you guys want to ask me anything apart from BOTB. I don't mind. It doesn't have to be BOTB related. You could talk about cars, anything. I don't mind. And if you guys have got to this far of the stream, I want to thank you very, very much for staying with me for so long. All it is it's a random guy at the back of a mic talking. But I really appreciate it, honestly, guys. You know, when I first started this channel, I was nervous. I was like, what if I don't do this? What if I don't do that? What if I don't get to 100 subscribers? What if I don't even get 10 views? What if I don't get 20 views? You know, it takes for you to do something to see the results, if you know what I mean. So if there's any of you guys out there that wanna do something, I've always wanted to do YouTube. Always wanted to do YouTube, but I didn't know what to start on with or what to start off with. I've got a lot planned. If I win BOTB, there'll be obviously different type of content, BOTB related, car related. But if I win BOTB, this is what it is. I'm building a foundation, guys, and trust me when I say I won't forget the people that have helped me climb up the YouTube ladder. It's something very, very personal to me, and like I said, I can't thank you guys enough. Not only that, guys, I've made some lifetime friends through BOTB and YouTube, and that in itself is a big achievement. I remember when I first started, you know, the love and support from you guys was overwhelming, man. Overwhelming. Okay, I'm not dead, I'm just chilling in Cuba. Tupac Shakur. You might as well invite us over. Okay, Tia is saying, like, how many tickets do you suggest to play averagely? Right, this is a big question I get asked all the time, and I'm glad Tia has actually asked this question. Do I think personally the more tickets you play, the more chances you've got win? Statistically, there's a better chance, slightly, if you know what I mean, of winning because you've played more tickets. But a lot of the players have won on 10 tickets, 5 tickets, 20 tickets. They haven't gone max out. Guys, you know, when I first started playing, I made the same mistake of maxing out. I know a lot of you guys out there thought, you know what, maxing out will be most likely a better chance of us actually winning. But no, that's something obviously you naturally think the more you play, the more chances you've got. But the best thing I'd say is look at your budget, and not only that, focus on sometimes it's not even the car. It might be you building up your dream credit. So what you're doing is you play for a lower budget car. Even if you do win, you've got cash alternative. So sometimes on the midweek ones, I'll go for the lower range cars, in the sense as I've played for the VW Up, which is 85p per ticket. But if you look at it, it's £13,000 in the cash alternative, and then obviously the 10k as well. So you got to look at it as if you are continuously playing BOTB, you got to look at what you're spending, what's what, how much you're getting back. You know, there's been times where I've played just purely with game credit for 3 months. Do you know, and that's just playing on the basis as going back and forth and you know, getting runners up. But I would highly advise people to play minimum tickets. It's obviously onto a point where you can afford as well, but don't go crazy with the tickets, because that's not the whole point of BOTB. I've spoken to Rupert from BOTB, and even he advised that, look, play the game in the sense as you still enjoy it. If you're playing 100 tickets, you're gonna get fed up really, really quick. So if you're playing 5 to 10 tickets, 15 to 20 tickets, you know, you'll be like, oh, I was close. Because that's the thing, sometimes you think, I was close last week with 10 tickets, this time I'm playing 100, I'm gonna definitely win. No, keep playing. It's just a matter of luck for the judges to hit your area. That's the main thing. And Hasib Javed, hi Stig, how you doing, my brother? Nice to see you back. Nice to see you in the live stream, Hasib. We've literally done with the live stream. I was just, the last 5-10 minutes, I thought I'd answer a couple of questions. If you guys want any other advice of how I play. Another thing, guys, what I do is I get carried away at times as well. So sometimes I'll be playing in our average, or in my average I'll play, and I'm like, oh no, this area looks better, I'll play a few tickets here, or play a few tickets here. That's the catch of the game, guys. You know, sometimes when you start looking at it in too much detail, you think this area is nice, that area is nice. Stick with an area that's more realistic, if you know what I mean. Which area looks more realistic, and go on the basis as, look, I'm only playing these tickets. If it's meant to be me, it will be, even if I play one ticket. You know, don't go on the basis that playing more tickets will definitely get you the win. That's just a lie. It'll never happen, bro. Tried and tested, not only by me, by a lot of people out there that have tried and tested that it's not the case, bro. It just takes one ticket to win. So the last recap, guys, before I actually sign out, because it's nearly 1:45, I'm actually watching the Habib fight, which is on at 7 o'clock. If any of you guys got ESPN or BT's box office, it's on there. And this was the two averages I've got. The first one was 10.68.881, and the second average, taking into consideration some judges going right, is roughly 10.21.925. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna love and leave yous. Like always, guys, if you like my content, please make sure you like, share and subscribe. Leave a comment below, and until Tuesday, I wish you all the best. Let's pray that one of us get the win this week. And like always, guys, I'm gonna sign out. Take care. Peace.